Hi, my name is Nathan Benamaz. I just completed the Core Encounter interactive experience 4 weeks ago. It has been incredibly groundbreaking. I've done tons of transformational programs and workshops and trainings, and by far this has gotten me more intimate and more connected with myself. I've been able to uncover emotions and experiences from my past I have not touched upon in a very long time. And the breakthroughs I've been having in my relationship as a result of being so authentic with myself has allowed me to create very impactful results with other people and with myself. By being more authentic, I've been able to get real with myself. Everything that has come up for me has been coming from such a deep place in myself, and there's no mistake that's called the Core Encounter, because I really felt like I really got into my core. I really got to experience parts of myself that have been hidden for such a long time. I've gone deeper in my emotions in that program than I've gone in any other program. And I've done a lot of different transformational workshops and programs and trainings recently. And by far, the power and the connection with myself is unparalleled versus any of those other programs. It's just so intimate. I mean, it's just such a small group of people you go in with. And the connection is just so real, and as the session goes on and as the weeks go on, it's quicker and easier to access those things that are important, to get more real, and everyone's willing to support each other. Everyone shows up in such a way that we are all supporting each other. And when one person is going into an experience, the entire group acts and shows up around that person in a way that that person can go through the experience so quickly and so effortlessly. And it's really phenomenal that people can have that support, and it's a freedom to be who you are. There's no like forcing people or manipulating people. It's just like, go into your experience, and it's a total acceptance, a total love. I've been able to just be more real with people. I'm not really afraid to just show up and say what's true, because there's so much pleasure associated with the experience of the release. It's just been a much improved style of communication, which has improved my relationships. My ability to confront has definitely improved as a result of the process, because in the training environment, we're always confronting. We're confronting each other, we're confronting ourselves, and as a result, there's a total acceptance within the group to go there. So in life, when you go back into life, there's just so much more pleasure associated with confronting. The training allows us to confront in a healthy way. And the way the training shows up is just like a total ownership responsibility, and there's no blame or shame associated with it. You're just real, and the confrontation is real. And no one feels bad, because the way you're showing up when you're entering a confrontation is, this is just me, and it's all right. So the confrontation is very healthy. So the steps to being responsibly empowered are very powerful. Every time I get myself into a situation where I've miscommunicated, or things kind of trail down a line and things get really hairy because I didn't deal with something, I'm able to return to this particular tool and say, this is where I deviated from the course. And I can look at everything that happened out of that point, and I can take total ownership for the creation. And it's so liberating to be in that space. And the people you're confronting with, or if you do it on your own, they experience a freedom too. Because sometimes in our deviation, I would project myself and my concerns on other people. And once I start doing that, I would strain the relationship. But once I return to the tool of being responsibly empowered, I can quickly regain the power in the situation of myself, and I can free the other person. The people in our group were, myself included, when we started off the program, we were afraid to get real about certain things. There was like a fear of being wrong or judged. For things as simple as showing up late, people started to show up in a very powerful way. People started to show up as leaders. They started to hold each other high. But no one was judging another person. It was all about asking questions. Everyone was just showing up as a human being authentically providing a space of compassion and love for the other person. And the other person was able to find it within themselves, the power and the strength to get real about it. And it was really cool to watch it evolve, because what really happened was a shift from irresponsibility into a space of responsibility and leadership. And that brings me to the point that the training is really good for building teamwork and leadership. I think it would be great for organizations. What I saw in our group was an increased capacity to be responsible. Outside of the group, we were also very directed and intentional. You can definitely expect an emotional release from the core encounter. My God, I must have cried harder in the core encounter than I've ever in my life. Amazing to be able to know that I could just be so free, to be so vulnerable. And I felt safe to go there. And there was no reason to judge the emotion and the experience afterwards. And for such a long period of time, it's just been like I've been experiencing the ability to keep going there, to keep experiencing the feelings as they come up. So there's definitely been a greater authenticity with myself in terms of how it is that I experience emotion. Where before the core encounter, I stuffed the emotion down, especially anger. Anger was something that I wasn't allowing myself to experience. After the core encounter, I really was able to show up in a way that was like, what is that emotion? Let's just go there, There's nothing wrong with experiencing an emotion, as long as you just don't, let it run you. So, which I was for so long, and was able to get off of it as a result of just letting the flow of emotion go and surrendering to it. Yeah, when I met Vinny Belito, he was always so giving. He's always been such a giver. He's always been a contribution for my life. He's held me high. He's held me powerful. He never let me play small, and I'm so appreciative of that. He's given me so much of himself, and he's taught me so much about myself. So I'm very thankful for what Vinny's given to me, and really what he's shown me about myself has been powerful and instrumental for me taking myself and my life on.